Good morning and welcome one and all back to another Lascaria deck profile. I think this is probably like my 99th that I'm doing. Let me double check. I don't think it's like my 99th, but I've done more than enough. There's 1, 2, 3 technically, and then there's a build, ride line reveal, new support reveal. Yeah. Anyways, it's time for an update. We got a new set, we got new support, it's finally released, and it's time for that update. So, first and foremost, we're not going to go too much into the old cards, just the new ones. Firstly, you'll need your energy. This is a energy hungry deck, so if you don't know what the deck does, you'll need it, and you'll get there. Secondly, the deck is xenophobic, so you need the Lascaria ride line, as well as Velenos in your deck, and your main boss, Lascaria. Main thing to recognize on this card is that she powers up your field if they're all Velenos and gives herself a critical. And then she's got defensive capabilities for countercharging and drawing cards, making the deck tanky as a mofo. Getting right into it with the grade 3s, we've got 3 copies of Persona Ride. Crazy enough, you want to Persona Ride. Who'da thunk, right? Then we got 2 copies of Eriphis, once the golden goose of the deck, now just a spare re-standard to make sure we have multi-attack. And then lastly, the Fire Regardless. This deck does dig through itself quite a lot, and it has blitz order capabilities, but I've chosen to forego running a blitz order in favor of trying to dig deeper to make sure you have your cards for your big mini swing turn. That's it for grade 3s. Super easy, nothing too crazy, but getting into the grade 2s is where we start getting crazy. So you got 4 of Grudoli. He is your drop zone reviver and 20k booster. He's technically 15, but he gives himself 5. She gives him 5. He gains boost. That's a 20k booster if I ever seen one before. Now, onto the most welcome new card of the set. Your new favorite Agrigios. Here, I'll put up both of them because I got the frame rare and the silver rare. I love both versions. Honestly, I love frame rares, but sometimes it feels just a little too busy, especially when the design on the card is really busy. And this is one of those situations. Love it. 12 out of 10. We're going to go over her ability since she is technically new. And yeah, it came out like last month. It's new. If you have a grade 3 or greater Insect Vanguard, this cost can be paid with Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 2. When placed on Rearguard Circle from hand, other than during your battle phase, Counterblast 1, choose a card with a different card name from this unit from your drop zone. Call it to Rearguard Circle if it's a normal unit with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard. Put it to your hand if it's a Blitz order. So firstly, immediately, got multiple ways of paying a cost. Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 2, or Counterblast 1. Okay, and you may be thinking, oh, this is an energy deck, therefore, you won't always want to, and then other times you won't always want to do the other stuff, so, yeah, it's clunky because they don't want it to be overpowered, and I think that's okay because she's beautiful, and that's fine. Getting Blitz orders back from drop zone in a Blitz deck is pretty dang crazy, so good card. Then, second ability, continuous Rearguard Circle. During your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Insect Vanguard, this unit gets power plus 5k. Well, so you're like, oh, it says Insect specifically, so that works with Lascaria, as well as some Vanguard deck, or some premium decks, as well as Store Haja. So this card could be used in that deck, and I honestly, it would be a great card for the deck because it's like a 15k beater that calls from drop zone or adds a blitz order to hand. That's pretty dang solid. Then lastly, auto Rearguard Circle once per turn when your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lascaria and its card name attacks. Counterblast 1, stand this unit. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets power plus 5k until end of turn. This is just way better Aerithus in every sense of the word. It's got multi-attack, it's got power gain on its own, as well as power gain when restanding, so both things that Aerithus had going for him. It restands even when your opponent's Vanguard isn't grade 3. Yeah, it's got literally everything going for it. It's one of the most perfect cards they could have printed for the Lascaria deck. 12 out of 10. So we got our Blitz orders. Yes, I went out of my way to get the double rare foiling promo ones. They are gorgeous. I'm trying to bling the shit out of this deck if I can. And then one Sweet Honey Garden, because having that one extra option for a 25k shield, just ever so slightly bigger, that only costs a Soul Blast, is pretty important. So that's our grade 2s. Moving on into the grade 1s. You've got four of the most important grade 1 Lefonohila, or Lefonohila. I'm not really particularly sure. It doesn't get said in the anime, so you get my white boy accent on this. This card is not new anymore. It's been around for a while, but it is a top 7 for your cards, and then it gains 5k on its own, making it a big booster. Getting into the next 3, we've got our newest, our other newest card, this new grade 1, Dilione. They are awesome as a card. 2 abilities. 1, when placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lascaria, Soul Charge 1, so sometimes it can help with your Soul Blasting, because you're Soul Blasting a lot in the deck now. Grudoli is a 2, the 1 order is a 1. If you're using Agrigios as a different cost, then you're doing 1 for her, so it can be pretty important. Then, when this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater unit with Veleno and its card name, Energy Charge 1. And that's one of the reasons why we're still running 2 Aerithus. 2 Aerithus, as, you know, you can boost him with them and Energy Charge, you can boost your Vanguard with them and Energy Charge. It's good to have. So then, long term, general of the deck, Fiore. She's still really good, still a really good booster. You can call it down during your turn too, and if you went second, this is still a 10k attacker because it gains 2k when you have a Lascaria Vanguard, so good jazz. 2 City Raka, just, you know, good to get your orders recycled back to hand. 3 Honeycomb Thyreus, and if you're playing Lascaria and you're not playing Honeycomb Thyreus, you are just... You're so mean. Why would you do that to her? It's a bug deck. Get the bug PG. And then 1 Elementaria Sanctitude, because it's Elementaria Sanctitude. If you don't run it, you're throwing or something like that. Or you don't have the money for it, but I think they've made it pretty available to the point where it's pretty easy to say, like, just get it. Then we got Bless Favor. Who'da thunk? 4 PGs. And then, as per everyone who's got a different lineup than 7 crit and 4 draw, I'm running a little bit different of a lineup when it comes to triggers. I've got 4 soul crits, 1 regular, 4 fronts, and 2 soul fronts. So what? Why? Technically, I'm running 8 crit, 7 front, or 8 crit, what the hell? 6 crit, 7 front, 4 heal, right? How does that work? Well, the OT is ridiculous. This thing is just, it's so crazy. So if you hit it, crazy. This deck is a restanding rearguard deck, and most turns you want to honestly power up your field as much as you can, and you do that plenty easily. You really do. Like, here. We're going to do a mock situation. You've got a Persona Ride turn, full board, and then behind her you've got Grudoli. Right. But you've got 2 of these, because it is pretty feasible to have 2 of these. You swing with her, and she goes 10k from her own base, 5k plus from her own ability, 5k plus from her ability, 5k or 10k plus from Persona Ride, so that's 10, 20, 30, 30k, which is 3k big, 2k bigger than Aerithis would first swing for. Swing with the Vanguard, and then use her ability to restand and gain 5k. Now you've got 35 plus 20 makes 55, right? That's really big. It really, really is. You hit a front, and you've got two of these. These two 55s become 65s. And I know that's just quick maths, and that's like the easiest thing you could really ever do. And, oh, but if you have a crit, you're more scary. Your Vanguard is always going to have a crit. She's always scary. There's no escaping it. There is, this deck is amazing, and it will continue to draw me in until the end of time. I am very, very excited and happy for the support that this deck has gotten. It just continues to get more fun with every set of support that it gets. And with the season that we have going on, I'm excited for Nanaclear. Cute little fairies are semi-bug inspired. They're adorable. So, with time, I'll probably get into that deck and I don't know, make a video like the deck building videos that I've done, where I did Agrigios masks testing, build Lascaria. Where's the other one? Agrigios deck building. Yeah, they're fun videos. I really enjoy doing them, so it's worth doing it. So I will probably continue to do it. But that's all for this video. I haven't posted in like 3 months, and as per every time that I post, I'm like, I'm not doing this to try and get anyone's attention. I'm doing this to document my own history of the game for myself, so that I can come back and look at it, and maybe I can get input from other people on why my build is wrong, or why there's other choices that I could have made that would be better. So I'm interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments. If you have any, feel free to like and subscribe. But that's all I have for today. If you are curious about any of the other skills on any of these cards, watch any of the other Lascaria deck profiles on my videos. I go through pretty thoroughly in like every single video, and it ends up being like a 20+ minute video. I do not have the energy for that right now. It sounds like so depressing, but I'm just so exhausted from work and all this other jazz, and I'm honestly just trying to like, I don't know. I really don't know.